Hi there, welcome to English for Everyone. My name's Lisa.
And my name's Kevin. Today we're going to talk about the difference between a little, a few, and when there's no the difference between little and few. Let's get started. We use a little to talk about nouns when it's not countable. Example, sugar. Sugar is not countable, so you can say a little sugar. I would like a little sugar in my tea. We use a few when the noun is countable. It's a small number, 3, maybe 4, a few. Example, a few minutes. Please, give me a few minutes. I'm almost ready. I need a few more minutes. Example, is she ready to go? No, she's not ready to go. She'll be ready in a few minutes. Let's practice. When will you be ready to go?
I'll be ready to go in a few minutes.
When will she be ready to go? Very good. Times is countable. I can say 1 time, 2 times. If it's 3 or 4 times, it's a few times. So, have you been to that restaurant? Yes, I've been there a few times. 3 or 4 times. Let's practice. Have you ever been to that restaurant?
Yes, I've been there a few times.
Have you ever been to that restaurant? Very good. Sometimes we say a few of. We use of only when you have a determiner, like her, a few of her friends, a few of my friends, a few of the students. When you use determiners like her friends, my friends, the students, you can use of, the preposition of. A few of her friends came to the party. Only 3 or 4 friends came to the party. A few. Let's practice. Did a lot of her friends come to the party?
No, only a few of her friends came to the party.
Did a lot of her friends come to the party? Very good. You can use a few with no when you want to express it's less than normal. It's not a lot. It's almost nothing. It's a very low number. We use little for non-countable nouns. You can use very. You use very to emphasize. Very little sugar. Very little sugar. Less than normal. Not a lot. Almost nothing. Let's look at the difference. I can say there's very little sugar in these cookies. There's almost no sugar. There's not a lot. There's less than normal. Let's practice. My friend has diabetes. Is it okay if he has a cookie?
I think so. These cookies have very little sugar.
Is it okay if my friend has a cookie? Very good. So let's see the difference. When I say there's very little sugar in these cookies, that means it's lower than normal, less than normal, almost nothing. So if my friend has diabetes, I say it's okay. You can eat these cookies. They have very little sugar. I am emphasizing the small quantity. But if I say they have a little sugar, I would say be careful. If you have diabetes, don't eat these cookies. They have a little sugar. They have some. They have a small amount. We can use few with no just few people. Very few people. Almost nobody. Less than normal. Very few. You emphasize the small number. Very few people. Example, if I say very few people came to the party, that means a lower number than normal. Fewer than normal. Almost nobody. Very few people. It's a very small number. Very few people came to my party. But if I say a few people came to my party, that means 3 or 4. 3 or 4 people came? A few people came to the party. Let's practice. Did a lot of people come to the party?
Unfortunately, very few people came to the party.
Did a lot of people come to the party? Very good. So you can say, I have very little money. And that means I don't have a lot of money. The amount is very low. I have very little money. I have to be careful what I spend my money on. I have to be careful what I buy because I have very little money. The number is very low. Let's practice. Do you have a lot of money?
No, I have very little money.
Does she have a lot of money? Very good. And use few for countable nouns like vegetables. 1 vegetable, 2 vegetables, it's countable. Use few. I eat very few vegetables. Low number. Not a lot. Fewer than normal. He eats very few vegetables. Or I can say, he doesn't eat a lot of vegetables. Low number. I think he needs to eat more vegetables. Let's practice. Does he eat a lot of vegetables?
No, he eats very few vegetables.
Does he eat a lot of vegetables? Very good. So, we see that few and little can be used with no to express the small quantity, that it's less than normal. But it's not very common. It's more common to use a few and a little. But we use a few and a little all the time. It's very common. And remember the difference. A little is for non-countable and a few is for countable.
Thank you for watching.
And if you want to improve and practice more, click the link below and you can practice with the book that we use in our classes. You can practice reading, writing, and listening. Thanks for watching.